There's a widespread idea in dysfunctional workplaces that you either accept all the flaws and mistreatment or start over at another job and hope workers are treated better. Mary Carriola seemed like most every other job I had. The workers do their job to the best of their ability. Management largely ignores our issues and needs. Management needs to make us believe that our suffering is noble. It makes us special, and I believe that is what work is. Just before the school year started, a therapist told me they were trying to start a union through NYSUT and asked if I would be interested in joining. Hell yes! That was my initial reaction. I met with NYSUT and staff. We talked about my experience at the job, what was working, what needed change, a conversation that I would be having with so many of my coworkers in just a few weeks. Initially, the campaign was incredibly positive and hopeful. Special education is typically very isolating. We see our fellow workers in passing, but we do not have time to interact. Getting to know people at work, having conversations about what they would change if they could, and seeing the hope and excitement come to them when we talked about creating positive changes and working to make sure every voice and opinion has a chance to be heard was incredibly empowering. It was, and it still is, my favorite part of the campaign process so far. Support was building. There was a positive buzz in the school for the first time in years. Then management found out what we were doing. The anti-union campaign began. They began mandatory informational meetings, told us all the standard anti-union messages. The enthusiasm, the camaraderie, and hope was beginning to fade under the lies and intimidation. So we worked harder. Every step of the way, NYSUT had our back. Without the support of the NYSUT staff, our local politicians, fellow labor organizations, we would not have had the information and guidance needed to win our election.
Yes.
Being on the organizing committee was stressful, time-consuming, and one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. When the final votes were counted and we won the election, the feeling of joy, relief, and accomplishment was overwhelming. Many times during the campaign, and especially when the anti-union pushback began, it started to feel like we were fighting for a lost cause. At one point, the school's president told me, "I'm not against unions, I'm just mad it's happening in my house." That is why what we do is so damn important, because now it's our house. Our efforts shifted Mary Carriola from a place we work to our workplace. We had our first bargaining session April 22nd. There's a lot of work left to do, but now I know for sure that we can do anything when we are unified. Thank you all so much for your support. I'm very proud to be working as a NYSUT member going forward. Thank you.